strong thing.
Some major breaking news just into our newsroom. Ghislaine Maxwell is in federal custody.
At 8:30 this morning, she was arrested in Bradford, New Hampshire. Thursday, FBI agents moved in, arriving in about a dozen cars, a plane flying above to make sure the only way she left was in handcuffs.
Well, Ghislaine was arrested this morning in New Hampshire, and right now there's a press conference going on with the announcement of the charges, and the indictment is being released.
Today we announced charges against Ghislaine Maxwell for helping Jeffrey Epstein sexually exploit and abuse multiple minor girls from the period of 1994 through 1997. In some cases, Maxwell participated in the abuse herself.
Maxwell slithered away to a gorgeous property in New Hampshire, continuing to live a life of privilege while her victims lived with the trauma inflicted upon them years ago.
This is a huge day for this story and a huge day for the victims. It was beginning to feel like there was going to be no justice, there was no criminal case, and it was just going to go away like it did before. Surprised and very happy for the victims because I think the evidence against Ghislaine is overwhelming.
It's 11:07 p.m. Sigrid calls me and she's like, "You're not going to believe this. Maxwell has been arrested." It was a happier moment for me than even when Epstein was arrested.
We both just cried together. I will tell you, for her on this journey, she has risked so much to come forward and be brave over the last several years and tell her story. And Ghislaine was walking the streets unpunished.
What's fascinating is what Ghislaine is going to say, if she's going to talk, and if she does talk, whether she will start talking about the other alleged conspirators and people of great power and influence.
Well, I think she holds the answers to a lot of these questions, about what went on. And of course she's going to speak. If she's going to go to jail, then she's going to want people to go down.
There were a lot of other co-conspirators involved in the sex trafficking scheme, people of immense power that were involved, and these co-conspirators, at this point, in my view, should be very nervous.
I've got no idea if Ghislaine's cooperating at any level. Put it like this, there's no honor amongst thieves. If she can save herself by ratting out other people, then I think she will.
It's a catch-22, it's a double-edged sword. Ghislaine was a mastermind. We need her to talk, but she doesn't deserve a plea deal.
I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn into powerful men?
Thanks, Cece.
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well.
And I'm going to be one of the first visitors in jail, and I'm going to sit across the glass, and I'm going to say, how does it feel to be on the other side? How does it feel to have your freedom taken away from you? How does it feel to be scared?
Mabigat, Sisi. Opo, medyo mabigat talaga siya. Tsaka masakit. Pero ano siya, nakakatanggal ng bilbil. Kaya okay lang.
This announcement of Ghislaine being arrested, it just seems so long overdue. The mystery of Ghislaine's whereabouts is finally solved.
This whole case has been about power and privilege, and how that power and privilege and wealth can overcome overcome so many things. It was very difficult for the women that I represent to know
Ang
that she
sakit
had been
nga eh.
able to continue to live that high-flying lifestyle while they
Mag-yoga
know
dapat
she's
ako.
guilty
Mamaya.
of these crimes.
Ito muna. Like 30 minutes of this, tapos yoga.
She's someone who's wrote.
Like 30 minutes na ganito, and then after that, mag-yoga na ako. Haha, you're keep fit, Vicky. Thank you, Dave. Yes, I'm trying. I'm trying. Well done. I'm going to do yoga before I go to sleep. This is the one I'm going to do first. Skipping rope naman ako, CC. Yes, skipping rope maganda also sa CC, skipping rope. Tsaka ano, oo, yung skipping rope, maganda yun. Sakit. I think 30 minutes of this a day is okay. Like 30 minutes. Just shaking your booty.
And that she did.
I'm also watching crime investigation while doing this.
Been manipulated into this position. But I think that she needs to be viewed separately from Jeffrey Epstein. To the extent that she ever sexually assaulted somebody, to the extent that she engaged in recruiting underage girls for prostitution, she should be charged for that. But this isn't Bonnie and Clyde. I don't think that they are equally culpable. No one is responsible for Jeffrey Epstein's behavior except for Jeffrey Epstein.
There was an extraordinary back and forth he had with a New York Post reporter, I think in 2011. Epstein said something like, "I'm not a predator, I'm an offender. It's the difference between a murderer and someone stealing a bagel." And that gives you an insight into how he sees himself. He's not a sex predator, he's not a pedophile, he's an offender.
Jeffrey Epstein was irritated, to say the least, about the way in which I was prosecuting him. I wanted to meet with him so that I could learn more about him and understand just how manipulative he was, how so many people fell into his trap. He's very charismatic, unapologetic about his lifestyle. He would say to me, "These people already had bad lives. I let them into my life. I was nice to them. I listened to what their life stories were. I talked to them. You know, I paid them every single time. And yeah, you and I, Brad, have a fundamental disagreement as to what the age of consent is, but come on, you're not so intellectually stupid that you buy into that philosophy. I, Jeffrey Epstein, understand what's right and wrong, and other intellectuals do too. And I consider you, Brad, an intellectual, so don't get brainwashed by the black and white letter of the law."
He can justify his behavior because we all know that these societal norms are imposed upon us by, morons. Well, that's not the truth. The truth is that there are societal norms that prevent this for good, solid reason. That sexual assault has psychological consequences and could very well have a lasting impact.
Jeffrey had that charismatic persona where he would have this
Saan mo nabili ang makapal na hula hoop, sis?
real emotional level.
This is from the US po. It's a gift from my friend.
Betrayed
Uh,
another woman so deeply.
she was married to an American guy, and we've been friends for like few years. And she got this one, and she gave it to me because I didn't know how to do it, and I'm learning, and yeah. I couldn't find something like this here. You could actually take this off. You could separate this thing so I can go bring it to the beach and yeah. It's a gift. I haven't learned hula hoop but just very recently until she gave it to me. USA pa. Wala kasi sa Pinas. At Thailand ang dami sa previous ko. Oo nga po. Ay, meron dito pero iba. Iba yung quality. Nice nga yan, CC. Detachable. Detachable. Oo nga po. Madali kang lang gamitin ngayon kisa sa... Opo. Tsaka, pero ang bigat. Aray. Sobrang bigat niya. Mabigat siya. Tapos ito masakit tong ganito. I'm not sure what is the reason or kailangan talaga may ganyan. Pero yeah, medyo mabigat nga. Nag-yoga ako sis. Yoga. Tapos ito, ganito. Nag-ab workout ako pero mas gusto ko ganito na lang kasi mas more fun siya. Mas malaki pa sa bahay ko itong hula hoop eh. Liit ng bahay ko.
When accuser told the judge, Maxwell enjoyed drawing her victims in with perceived care.
I think that the only thing I would ask is just why, as a woman and as a sister, why you could allow all this to happen. Some of these girls were like 14 years old. It was disgusting. There's no punishment that's gonna make this right. Trauma is not fun. And every day is unpredictable. You don't know. One day it can be okay, the next day is just brutal.
Out na ako sis. Going to bed na. Sige po. Have a good night.
I have these great relationships
Good
with
night.
these women that have met through this, and it's
Hello Carl. How are you?
self-healing. It's a whole new life for me in a lot
Carl,
of
do
ways.
you celebrate Valentine's Day? Or no?
The trenches of this, and it's very painful, and it's hard as hell.
Do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day? Sisi, daan lang ako tulog muna din. Good night, Sisi. Good night. Thank you sa pagdaan po.
It does make a difference to me that the girls in the 20s who were manipulated in this way, who agreed to it, you know, they may feel even worse because they also
Shout out, BCRS Chavez. Shout out, shout out.
You can only mature in your ego defenses if you are raised in an environment that allows for that to happen. And many people are not.
Society at large doesn't have an understanding of how frequently abuse occurs. Because everybody has secrets that they keep in the back of the closet under the shoebox next to the mousetrap. So when they grapple with it as a teenager or they grapple with it in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, they still don't have any more understanding than they did when the original trauma took place. And they then
Sige
blame
po.
themselves even more because why is this repeatedly happening to them?
I hadn't really dealt with it as a child, so I didn't know how to deal with it as an adult. I had no tools. Perpetrators can kind of sniff that vulnerability out. Children need to be educated and they need to be able to vocalize this when it is happening because I think children just don't know how and it's very shameful. It shouldn't have to be. I'm in the midst of writing a book. It's very scary because it's gonna be my true story. And I was afraid. Judgment, you know, shame.
Hi, bye.
Because I saw what went on in my life, and I just don't want that to happen to children. So I had to come forward with my story, as painful and shameful as it is.
Hanjuan, what are you doing?
My childhood is stolen. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. Children are a danger.
I'm watching crime investigation.
And this is why I will not stop talking, and this is why my
Are you
channel is
free?
called Victims
You're not
of
busy?
Violence, because it needs to be
Can we
said.
call?
I am working alongside Virginia to help heal those that have suffered sexual abuse,
Oh, okay.
but also to move forward with education and the prevention so that these things don't happen in the first place.
Ah. Are you sure?
It's been so hard for so
Are
many
you
of
sure?
these victims of Jeffrey Epstein to come forward, and many of them have because of each other. And
Ah,
because
okay.
of the women who started this movement, this is just
Let me know when you're free. I call you, okay?
I want to thank and commend brave women who are willing to come forward and tell us what happened to them, without whom these charges could not have been brought.
I'm holding the indictment of Keelan's arrest. Count 1, conspiracy to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal sex acts. Count 2, enticement of a minor to travel to engage in illegal sex acts.
Count 3, conspiracy to transport minors with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity.
Count 4, transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. Count 5, perjury, and count 6, perjury. This page should be a folder of charges.
If you look at the indictment, you'll see 2 perjury charges that reference depositions that were taken in the Virginia Giuffre versus Maxwell. The government is saying Gillen committed perjury during that deposition. Many abuse victims don't come to terms with their abuse until many, many years later. And even then, they struggle with going public with what has happened to them. And unfortunately, the law in the U.S. is very restrictive. So if you're a young abuse victim, the time period within which you can bring that claim for that sexual abuse is a very short window. We need to allow them time to have that healing and that moment where
Hi, Kuya Jacob.
and then to seek justice at that time. Our laws have to change.
Hello, worldwide from Kuya Jacob.
Enough talk.
Hi, Kuya. How are you?
Most of our sisters are ready to. We really want to tackle this issue. We want to get on the floor of Congress, and we want to tell them federally laws need to be changed.
Going forward, I have gotten the chance to start to help Courtney a little bit with stop trafficking. The more that I'm able to help people
Ouch.
and do the right thing that I couldn't do a long time ago is very rewarding and makes all of this coming forward worth it. Just to know that we were a part of a monumental movement, I still can't even grasp the reality of that.
I want to try to make a turn while I'm doing it.
We did make an impact on the world. When I found out that this happened to so many other girls,
Yay.
and I wasn't alone, that they get me, they understand that side of me without me having to explain it. These women, we share a connection and a bond that's so deep. It's just a wonderful feeling.
To be honest with you,
Grabe ang energy, mommy. Ah. Hi, Nina. See you next week.
this is not what I need to hold anymore.
See you next week, babe.
Because that's the only way you can heal. It's a horrible thing to have to bond over, but you know, the support is tremendous. Last summer, I was shocked to learn that some of my family, very close friends, had had similar experiences in terms of being sexually abused. And it was kind of like, you know, just like a
Duka og take og calls. Leave your work and look at me. Oh yeah.
sad that it's so common and so pervasive, and not only that, but that people don't ever share it. I want to send a message to victims out there that may have yet to report crimes, that you are not alone, that you are worthy of being
Do you believe do you celebrate Valentine's Day, guys?
to push through it.
Do you believe Valentine's? Oh
It's
yeah.
okay to feel that shame and that guilt when you are finding
need to make it to 30 minutes, guys.
There's this little looking creature underneath.
You never know what will be attracted by that energy.
Real or fake? Catch it, believe it.
What's the caption? You're scared of what you don't understand. It's a Friday night. I just finished work. It was about 6:30 p.m. It seemed like pretty bad lighting conditions because it was very rainy, dark. There's a lot of traffic on the road, so I was scared something might happen that night. So yeah, I was just riding really carefully through traffic in the car, just keeping my distance from all the cars around me. But there was another reason Luke was keeping an eye on his speed. I was kind of just thinking about the night before how I went through this intersection and the speed cameras flashing. And I thought that was pretty weird because I was going the speed limit at the time. Yesterday, the lights flashed twice when I went through them. I'm coming up to the same intersection that I was the night before with the speed camera flashing. I was thinking I should just ride through the same speed, the same way, and see if the speed camera fires again. Alright, so I pulled out French 68 again, straight through here. Let's see what happens. I was watching the traffic. That's when, almost out of nowhere, this car just pulled straight across my lane. So they weren't giving way. I mean, I couldn't do anything to stop it. I kind of just accepted the fact that I was probably going to die at that point.
Ooh, Vikings.
I do not like coming in here. Look, this is hard for me to be in here. So, this is gonna sound so strange to you, but I kind of envision a view hiding like with your knees. Did you make it a closet? Oh my God, that was my panic room. In there? Yeah. I put double locks on my closet because I never felt safe. I had death threats and I had that stalker fan. This fan followed me home from American Idol auditions. And she was trying to break into my house all the time. And I would curl up in my closet with my phone calling the police. Oh my God, you poor thing.
Yo guys, what's up? Yahoo, thumbs up. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Thank you for stopping by.
My name is Clayton Golda, and I'm the one who shot the video.
I'm just going to make it like 30 minutes. So I have to do it 30 minutes every day.
And we were told that that cemetery is a few hundred years old and people have spotted shadows. They're not sure if it was actually people, they're not sure if it was spirits. So we were asked to do an investigation there.
Really old looking ones right here.
And not long into the investigation, they got what they came to see.
Something just right there.
Is that the tree?
Yeah. Watch again in slow motion as a spirit seems to manifest behind a nearby bush before noticing the team and quickly turning back.
300 way. Our brainwave become active when we recognize or remember something. Police measure this activity while showing pictures of the crime scene and victims to suspects. This forensic fact is brought to you by CI. If stopping for the night, park your vehicle in a populated and well-lit facility. This crime prevention tip is brought to you by CI.
Other people can't see.
I think there's enough evidence to suggest that we are not alone.
There was something going on that I couldn't explain. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Did you see that? Oh my God. Oh my God. What's she doing this way?
I think that's because is anyone out there? There's something watching me.
On different nights, a taxi driver picks up a woman from busy streets of Hong Kong.
Nurse Harris. Wow.
There was something
Nurse Harris. For sure I will do
they all worked in the entertainment industry. All four.
that long my tongue will hang halfway. That's so fun. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Not really. It's not. It's not that hard, Kuya. It's not that hard actually. You just have to shake your ass. Shake that ass. Shake that ass. You can do it slow. You can do it fast. I prefer it slow though. I like it slow. And it doesn't hurt much. I'm watching crime investigation. The Jars murderer. Shin River, Hong Kong. Oh, nice one. Shout out Francesca Channel. What's up? Ate Cheg. Large biscuits, please, from Poya Jacob.
For 4 days, the police searched the river. Finally, they find a torso and a pair of dismembered arms, one with a tattoo. Joe Chang, a Hong Kong crime reporter, remembers the findings that
This is a very nice, interesting investigation here. For some reason, I like to watch investigative, detectives and stuff, investigation documentaries, and reading them as well is very entertaining for me.
police revealed that the body parts belonged to Chan Hong Kong, a 21-year-old nightclub hostess and mother of two, reported missing by her husband a week earlier. She was last seen getting into a cab on County Road in Chim Song Chui East.
Chim Chachuan.
The postmortem reveals Chan Hong Kong has been dead for 5 to 10 days.
Wow. talking? Are you listening to the investigation? Hi guys, how are you doing? Hi baby sister, hello brother Lone Wolf, how are you today? So I'm going to ask you a question guys. Do you believe in, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Why and why not? We are by busy watching you and give our phone on points in the end. Really? Look, I'm getting so fat now, so I need to do the exercise more and more.
The technician develops the film, totally unprepared for what he is about to see.
Making it so super fast.
Forensic pathologist Dr. Philip Bay remembers the photos that came from the Kodak store that Monday morning.
They were showing bodies or part of a body cut open, but not in a way that many of us recognize as a surgical
Do you guys believe in do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day?
things you expect with operations that treat people call
Yes or no?
lives and the glove hands, etc. So this was unusual.
The police suspect homicide. Questioning the Kodak staff reveals that the customer who dropped off the milk was a young Chinese male. And the regular at two branches, Chainsaw Tweet and Long Car. Bustling areas of Kowloon.
佢真係係好快嘅特別啦，
You believe or no?
佢就咬你個
How about you, honey?
咧，佢用嘅菲林啊都係好專業嘅。
When detectives look through the enlarged pictures again, they discover an uncanny resemblance in one of the photos to Long Wan-sung. A 17-year-old school girl reported missing by her parents earlier that month. But without the customer's name or address, the police don't have much to go on. Except that things
Ah, nice one, Kuya Jacob. Kuya Jacob doesn't believe giving flowers on Valentine's Day. How about me?
從當時嘅事實咧，就係對電器同埋茶品呢個可想嘅人嘅
Okay,
控制㗎啦。
almost done. Valentine's Day is another reason to think about your loved ones, but I think we celebrate it due to its commercial value. Okay, you have to think of me and celebrate me not on the Valentine's Day only. I kill you. You celebrate me every day.
佢話幾想咧，佢一個行船嘅朋友，即係做海員嘅朋友咧，係幫佢攞嚟晒嘅。
You have to celebrate me every day.
at a place close by. The detectives agreed to wait with him. But no one shows up. The Kodak schoolmaster is placed under arrest.
Hello, Exotic Filipina. Hello, Kuya George. Hi, Kuya George. I am good. That's good to know. Kuya Lone. Good to know. Do you celebrate Valentine's Day, Kuya George? And Kuya Lone?
Although he collected photos of the missing schoolgirl, Lamb denies all association with her. He's taken to the police headquarters for questioning. Another team heads towards his house in Tokyo.
Oh, marimba reading start to play. Dance with me. Play with me. Like your shirt. Oh, thank you. I am good. Good to know. This is my nephew's shirt.
Police have a suspect, taxi driver Len Coleman.
I actually have a chocolate. Inside this shirt is my workout outfit.
That headed towards Len Coleman.
I'm going to do my yoga later.
This was a first floor walk-up.
Oh, which nephew? Um, my sister Carmen's oldest son.
The actual area of the bank was itself quite small,
He is just 12 years old, but he's so big.
500 square feet. And within that area,
And he left his shirt
the time,
in the hanging area, so I like it, so I just take it.
lived in that small flat. Lam's room was directly opposite the entrance door, and that room
I'm sweating already.
would be much smaller, probably
Yeah, indeed at Worldwide, and when love is real from both sides, then every day is a Valentine's Day. Yeah, every day should be a Valentine's Day. That's why I told him he should celebrate me every day.
suitcases, photographic equipment,
But you cannot give flowers every day, so you have to wait for the Valentine's Day then.
number of books. At first glance, Lam's room looks like a well-equipped photo.
Whew.
Over the course of the searches, he disclosed what for an individual would be a very large amount.
My waist starts to hurt.
We knew that Lam was employed as a taxi driver. Some of it was very expensive, and he must have saved very hard to have obtained it. As they go over the tiny living space, officer chances on a big trunk under the bed. This was in the form of a military ammunition.
Okay, honey, no worries.
And it appeared to me that this large box had appeared in the photo.
I love you too.
Which had been taken from the photo. So we were fairly sure that the room had been used in some way to take the photographs which you can see. The trunk reveals a huge
Okay, guys, I'm going to end it at 40. It's like 40 minutes doing the hula hoop.
female body parts. The team also finds stacks of videotapes, a red handbag,
It's actually fun
a
though.
pair of white shoes. Amazingly, they also discover surgical equipment. When an officer sees a familiar tattoo in one of the photos, they know this case has just become bigger than they first thought. But even this doesn't
That's true, Kuya Jacob.
what they
That's true.
stumble upon next.
I agree with you.
We found some plastic food containers. They were sealed. And as the masking tape was taken
Listen with Christmas though.
and they were opened, we
You can always give gift every day if you want to, not just on Christmas.
a form of formaldehyde or preservative fluid. And in the boxes were certainly body parts. The police discover a macabre collection of female body parts pickled in Tupperware jars and preserved like forensic specimens. Lamb's tiny photographic studio had just turned into a female slaughterhouse. It seemed to me an omen, a reflection that at least one of the boxes contained a set of female breasts. One of the boxes contained pubic parts. It was quite horrific at the time, and it's certainly something I will never forget. There was an initial fall of silence. Everyone was I suppose, shocked or surprised about the things that they found in that room. The forensic team discovers shavings of female pubic hair in the debris and small specks of blood and flesh on the walls.
Yo guys, what's up?
The detectives take 4 days to complete a thorough forensic examination of the room, and the flat is sealed.
How are you doing, guys?
But it will take them weeks to
Welcome to my channel.
all the evidence.
Our topic for today is, do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
And half-brother
And how?
who lived with Lam.
If not, why not? Coconut.
It would have astonished anybody at that time to think that a single person
Do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
keeping one lamp.
Why not? Or how do you celebrate?
The male members of the family fell under considerable suspicion.
How do you celebrate Valentine's Day with your loved ones?
At police headquarters, Lamb 1 continues to plead ignorance. So the detectives focus their attention on his father and brother.
His younger brother had a very strange relationship with Lam. Lam was a very secretive person. Although they shared this, his brother
It hurts.
really only used him for sleeping, putting his head down overnight. The brother told us that if he touched
Yo guys, what's up?
any of Lam's
No one's talking to me.
records,
What's going on?
thrashing, he was astonished to realize what had been going on in that room. He was horrified.
The evidence collected from the room begins to pile up. But Lamb seems indifferent.
He appeared to be somewhat devoid of much emotion. No doubt he was obviously thinking ahead and anticipating the type of questions that were going to be asked. He knew what was in his room. He knew that it would be disclosed.
But without a body, police know they can only keep Lamb in custody for 2 days.
Alright guys, since no one is actually participating, I'll charot. I'm kidding. I'm going to sit down. Ouch, it hurts. What's up, yo? How's everyone? Valentine's Day, the value of true love is with no money or gold to pay. Yes, that's so true. Keeping rope. Nurse Harris. Yahoo, thumbs up. Oh, Nurse Harris. I know someone with a Harris as a surname. Who cook? Wiggle Wiggle from Carl Servo. Hello Yenny, good night, and Ate Kay, good night as well. You guys, thank you for being with me here. I need to end live stream now, and thank you everyone for joining me in my short live stream. Love y'all.